Well, hello there, everybody. I'm mild-mannered reporter Clark Kent for the Daily Planet, and I'm sitting in as guest critic for my good friend Nick Yakabuchi at RealScreenReviews.com, and I'm happy to have with me a guest critic today, and that would be Wolverine, also known as Logan.
Hey.
He's a cunning linguist. He's never been accused of being anything but. What can I say out there? But we are sitting in today for our good friends at Real Screen Reviews, and we're here to review the movie Thor, who some of us in this room know personally. And this movie opened up on May 6, 2011, and it stars Chris Hemsworth, Academy Award winner Natalie Portman, Academy Award winner Sir Anthony Hopkins, a return to the screen for Rene Russo. And this film comes to us from writer, director, actor Kenneth Branagh, a very talented man who brought us Henry V from in the middle of the 80s. He's most known for being Gilderoy Lockhart, defender of the dark arts in Episode 2 of the Harry Potter franchise, and I think he was the perfect choice to helm this movie. I'll now turn it over to my guest critic, Wolverine, to tell us a little bit about the film Thor.
Well, we start off in Thor's homeworld of Asgard, and we find out that as a young child, Thor had many flaws. He's arrogant, and he rushes into things without thinking, and we find out that his world is at war with this race of the reject Jack Frost people on the planet of Hoth.
I think
for as many times as he's told me the name of that,
I was looking for
planet,
Martin Short. I thought he was left over from the Santa Claus 3, but he wasn't in this. I was looking for the cameo.
I mean, like he said, I know Thor personally. He's a great guy, and for as many times as he's told me the name of that place, I can't remember.
Just slipping your mind. Well, let me ask you now, Wolverine. You're good buddies with this guy. Did you like his movie? Did you think it lacked? What'd you think?
I really liked his movie. I thought it really did him justice. It was great. I think that Kenneth Branagh, like you said, was the perfect person to spearhead this movie.
Absolutely. And I think that the movie absolutely would have suffered 100% without Kenneth Branagh helming this film. This is one of the most beautiful films I've seen in a long time. It is a gorgeous film. It is beautifully shot. It's beautifully made. Now, I saw this movie in 3D. These aren't the glasses, but they're close. Did you see this movie in 3D?
I didn't see this in 3D, but I gotta tell you, that's the first thing I thought. I completely agree, is that you notice that this movie is visually breathtaking.
Yes.
Just beautifully shot.
I thought that it made use of the 3D technology. I think they knew well ahead of time that they wanted to shoot this movie in 3D. They didn't waste your time. And another aspect that I really liked about this movie is it's funny in a lot of spots. There's a lot of humor in this movie.
There's a lot of funny spots. I mean, Thor was telling me just the other day about all the hardships he's had, fitting into Earth culture, and when it took us a while to convince him that you're not supposed to smash coffee cups.
I thought that some of the funniest parts of the movie is he speaks in this dialect of like his realm, and I need substance. I don't want food, I want substance, and that actually was really humorous. I thought throughout the entire film. What did you think of Anthony Hopkins? Because if guest critic Sean Fiskus was here, he'd say that he chewed the scenery rather well, and I must agree that he shows up, he barks orders, he barks around. He was Anthony Hopkins.
He's quite convincing as Thor's father. If he was barking orders at me, I wouldn't question him at all. He just commands the respect of everybody in the room.
I will say also that something else that I liked about the film is Loki. The character of Loki I thought was great. It's a British actor. I can't recall his name at this moment, but I found out that he actually auditioned for Thor when the auditions came out, and Branagh took him aside and said, I want you to be Loki, and I guess the guy trimmed down. He came in. He absolutely nails this part. The movie's perfectly balanced because you don't love the villain, but you like watching the villain. You're not rooting for him, but you like watching the villain, and I thought he was a perfect complement to Thor.
Yes, he was, and like you said, he was just great to watch. I mean, you didn't really absolutely hate his guts.
No.
Sometimes you might have even, felt sympathy for him.
Right.
But, he's really just a great villain.
I'll tell you this, there was a few nitpicking things I wanted to say. I thought that, because the whole redemption thing, like he's the flawed hero, I did like the flawed hero thing. But once Thor, redeems himself, it kind of have what I would like to refer to as the Superman syndrome, and that's there's almost nothing that could stop him once. Like I said, I'm nitpicking because I thought the scenes were actually really good, the big finale. But also, the big robot thing at the end I thought was kind of out of place. I mean, it was all this futuristic mythology, and then there's this robot that looked like it came out of the day the Earth stood still. I don't know, But all in all, I actually enjoyed the film. I thought it was a good summer movie. You?
I really liked it. I thought it was, you couldn't have asked for a better start to the summer movie season.
Oh, how many stars are you going to give this? Now, I know you're biased because you're good buddies with them, but
Like I said, it's a great start for the summer movie season. It's a great movie. I gave it 3.5 out of 4 stars.
Okay, 3.5 out of 4 stars from Logan. Now, Clark Kent, I'm usually a news reporter. I'm not the entertainment person, but I'm going to say that I didn't like this as much as Logan. I'm going to say that I gave this 3 stars out of 4 stars. I think, like I said, the 3D really helped it. It's a breathtaking, beautiful film. I think it's got a lot to offer most audiences. It's not going to be a bullseye for everybody out there, but I did enjoy it. I'll say 3 stars out of 4. Well, I would say thanks, but we're both guest critics here today on RealScreenReviews.com, so who knows when we'll be back, but I'm sure, well, let's see, Green Lantern is coming out. That's one of my good buddies.
He's your buddy, so you'll be the one.
Who knows? We might be, Clark Kent and Logan might be back to review Green Lantern, but until then, remember, people, we're not always right.
Only when it comes to the movies.
And thank you for your attention.